Looking for the best thin, rugged smartphone? Whether you're on a mountaintop hike, setting up camp in the backcountry, or communicating through your ham radio, you need a smartphone that can withstand the wild. Today, we're venturing into the realm of rugged yet sleek smartphones fit for every adventurer. Trust me, these are phones that won't let you down, no matter where your journey takes you. So let's get started. Price information and all thin, rugged phones mentioned in the video are available in the description. Number 3, Ulefone Armor X10 Pro. Best budget, thin, rugged smartphone. Rugged phones can often struggle going to the thin side, especially when they're a budget device. Thankfully, some phones manage this challenge, like our budget choice, the Ulefone Armor X10 Pro. Though this is a thin phone, it also plays a little trick to appear thinner than it actually is. It tapers slightly from the back towards the edges to accentuate that slim look, especially if you look at the phone from the side. A look at the back establishes Armor X10 Pro as something of a stylish phone. It has that clean and chiseled look while also showing off its rugged roots. A black strip with a textured design runs the length of the phone's back, starting at the camera on the top and going to the speakers at the lower back. These speakers are loud and have a decent sound quality. Ulefone says these are 12/16 super linear speakers with 1.6 cc equivalent large sound cavity. The other notable feature on the phone's back is the camera. This is a 20 megapixel Sony dual camera that can take fairly good pictures. Ulefone has included an underwater mode for the camera and says that the phone can handle underwater photography. I'm not a big fan of underwater photography with phones, considering even a small error can brick the phone. But for those willing to risk this budget phone in the water, the allure of underwater photography could be an attraction. For any of that to work, the phone needs reliable waterproofing. Ulefone Armor X10 Pro is rated IP68-69K for waterproofing. That means it can withstand jets of water directed at the phone and survive being submerged in a depth up to 1.5 meters, approximately 5 feet, for 30 minutes. Given those numbers, I don't see much to the claims of underwater photography, but hey, it could work for some special cases. That said, the waterproofing is decent and speaks well to the ruggedness of this phone, as does the MIL STD 810G rating, which says that the phone can survive a small drop on concrete and work in tough environmental conditions ranging from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. The casing of the phone goes a bit thicker around the corners for added protection and ruggedness, and rises a bit to protect the screen. Ulefone Armor X10 Pro has a 5.45-inch display, which looks fairly good, but is not outstanding. Other features include a 5,180 mAh battery, Helio P22 octa-core processor, 4GB plus 64GB memory, room for an external micro SD card, and a 3.5mm audio jack. The phone works with T-Mobile and similar service providers, but doesn't support AT&T and Verizon. Overall, Ulefone Armor X10 Pro is a decent rugged phone for a very attractive price. It is built well, looks nice, and has a decent slim profile while maintaining its rugged credentials. Our rating for features is 8 out of 10. Build quality, 8 out of 10. Battery, 7.5 out of 10. Ruggedness, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10, for an overall rating of 8 out of 10. Number 2, Unihertz Titan Slim. Best premium thin rugged smartphone. Unihertz Titan Slim is a nice and tough phone with great features that gets it a spot as our premium pick. The unique selling proposition of this phone comes out to be the physical QWERTY keyboard that it rocks with style. The keyboard works fantastically for those who want a tactile feel when texting or working. The BlackBerry style profile of the phone works pretty well, keeping the overall design familiar, yet in touch with modern requirements. There's more to the keyboard than just typing. Unihertz Titan Slim allows each key to be mapped to a specific shortcut, so pressing a key can open an app or even a specific feature inside the app. As an example, you could map the key to open Spotify or map a key to open your favorite podcast or album inside Spotify. You can even use the keyboard to scroll the screen so your fingers don't block the display. It's a small but thoughtful feature that plays well with the phone experience and small display size. A 4.2-inch screen sits right above the keyboard. This is a touchscreen, so you could use it as a conventional phone without any issues. That keeps the whole process rather intuitive, giving the user the freedom to choose between the touchscreen and the keyboard at their convenience. When looking at the camera, the numbers seem impressive. There's a 8-megapixel front camera and a 48-megapixel rear camera. However, as performance goes, the cameras are average at best. The mismatch between the expectations from the numbers and the camera performance perhaps makes it feel more of a letdown than it actually is. On the plus side, there is a generally good mix of features including Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, infrared port, GPS, 41 2100 mAh battery, USB Type-C connector, Helios P70 octa-core processor, supports dual SIM, 6 GB of RAM, and 256 GB internal memory. However, there is no room for a micro SD card. As a slim phone, Unihertz Titan Slim is 12.75mm thin, which is good enough for an overall rugged build. While the Titan series gained fame and saw Kickstarter success for its rugged build, it isn't waterproof and doesn't carry military standard certifications that most rugged phones like to show off. The phone works with T-Mobile and Verizon but doesn't explicitly support AT&T. Overall, Unihertz Titan Slim is a sleek and tough phone with likable features. Its key draw remains the physical keyboard, and the phone manages to use it remarkably well. However, the average performance of the camera and the battery put a dent in the overall experience. Our rating for features is 9 out of 10. Build quality, 7.5 out of 10. Battery, 8 out of 10. Ruggedness, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 8 out of 10. For an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. Number 1. F150 Air1 Ultra, our top choice. Feature-rich, rugged, and impressively thin, F150 Air1 Ultra takes our top spot for rugged slim phones. The phone has a thickness of just 9.5mm, which is fairly impressive for rugged phones. In fact, this puts the F150 Air1 Ultra in line with the thickness of regular non-rugged smartphones, which is a feat unto itself. The phone takes good advantage of its slim profile and pushes for good appearance and design as much as its rugged characteristics. The result is an overall sleek phone that feels good in the hands and has good looks. The phone also shows off some interesting and unique features. Air1 Ultra takes the breathing light from Air1 Pro and ups the ante to 4 custom color lights. It also works as a rhythm light which pulsates and flashes to the music being played by the phone. In the right setting, this becomes a rather fun feature. There are more usability options for these lights, like lighting up with calls and notifications. That way, the phone can stay completely silent while alerting the user of incoming calls with flashing lights. Another unique and interesting feature is the built-in infrared thermometer. It can measure the temperature of the target, human, or environment. While the technology itself isn't exactly rare, it is a rare addition for smartphones, especially where thermal cameras aren't in play. Unique features aside, the phone does fairly well with its conventional duties and rugged expectations. F150 Air1 Ultra is certified MIL-STD810H, which means it can operate in tough temperature conditions and is drop resistant up to 1.5 meters. The phone is also rated IP68-69K. This means it is dustproof and waterproof when submerged in water depth up to 1.5 meters for less than 30 minutes. It can also handle heavy rain or jets of water directed at phone. Adding to the toughness is the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 display and 2.1mm magnesium titanium frame. I guess the F150 Air1 Ultra can say it used the titanium frame before the iPhone 15. The phone comes with a 5000 mAh battery with a USB-C charger to allow quick charging. Battery performance is average and lasts for almost a day after a full charge. The front camera here is 32 megapixels, which isn't nearly as impressive as it sounds, though it isn't bad either. Things do get interesting with the rear camera. The phone has a 60 megapixel main rear camera and a 20 megapixel night vision camera. Both these cameras are good at their job and capture clear photos. Overall, the slim profile of the F150 Air1 Ultra works well for a pleasant, rugged phone experience without the added heft. It offers a good range of features at a reasonable price, making it a reliable, thin, rugged phone. Our rating for features is 9 out of 10. Build quality, 8.5 out of 10. Battery, 8 out of 10. Ruggedness, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 8 out of 10, for an overall rating of 9 out of 10. So what do you think? Which of these is the best thin, rugged smartphone for you? Or do you think another rugged phone is better? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.